Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's One Piece Treasure Cruise video, I will be showcasing 6 different teams without using the new units for the new Kizuna vs Blackbeard. Some basic information about the teams. All of them in this video can deal with every mechanic you will ever face in this Kizuna, even after level 30. The first team versus each variation will be using the new boa Hancock as friend captain for more tickets, but the second one won't in case you can't find her. Without further ado, let's get to the teams. Team 1 versus the Psy variation will be using the Shanks crew as captains, entering on the Q side, and the new boa Hancock. Have something in mind in this quest, we are not going to get special cooldown reduction in stage 1, but in stage 2, and for our other 2 dual units, Black Maria and Ulti, we are going to enter on Ulti, and from 6+ Nami Robin on Robin. We don't need their super swaps. We do need the super swap of the Shanks crew though, and we are going to do just that in stage number 2, and then activate their specials. So now, because of their captain ability, if we hit perfects, we can have end of turn damage to penetrate resilience, and we also get an attack boost, full board of guaranteed matching slots, and a chain lock for the remainder of the quest. The attack down under a specific chain debuff is also ignored because our chain lock is higher. And to remove Hunger, the 1 stack in stage 2, we have the limit break ability of Legend Marco. That is the only reason he is on the team, so if you don't have him or don't want to use him, you can replace him with another cerebral unit that can also help you remove Hunger. In the final stage, because of my Shanks crew's limit break ability, RCV Bind will be removed, but it's not important to remove it. First up from specials, we want to activate Boas, who will delay Blackbeard, remove the pain completely, highly important, and also provide us with an attack boost. Here Super Class 2 for higher damage. Then we are going to activate Robin for an ore boost on all of our cerebral units. Then Ulti will provide us with a conditional attack boost, which is enabled because Boa delayed Blackbeard. And finally we are going to activate Queen, who will provide us with a universal color affinity boost and make all of our slots tandem to break Blackbeard's barrier after 30, but also remove defense. Team 2 versus the Psy variation will be using 6-star Int Uta as double captain, and even though she is directly nerfed here because we cannot activate one of her specials in stage 1 since we don't get special cooldown reduction, she is still perfectly viable and very strong. In stage 2 we just are going to activate both of the Uta specials, so we actually get an attack boost and an ore boost for the remainder of the quest. We are also going to get a chain boost for the remainder of the quest, and also manipulate all of our slots into matching and lockdown. We also want to activate one Uta superclass so we can increase the damage output in the next stage, and also make all of our cerebral units superclass. We will swap Shirahoshi to Mansery and then also activate Sanji, who has the limit break ability to resist hunger, which is needed, and he also has the ability to remove resilience. He cannot provide the chain boundaries because our captain is not free spirit, but that is absolutely fine. The chain boost is enough to help us get over the chain threshold, evade the attack down, and beat Burgess in stage 2. For our 2 dual units, because I did not mention it, we want to enter on Koala from Robin Koala and Shirahoshi from Shirahoshi Mansery. And because we want to swap back to Shirahoshi in the final stage, in case you don't have over 30,000 HP here, do not swap to Mansery in stage 2, stay on Shirahoshi and now activate her here to heal, get the full board of guaranteed matching slots, and remove the chain debuff and the pain. After that, we want to activate Pecoms, who removes defense up completely, even after level 30. Then we are going to super swap Koala to Robin to get a very good color affinity boost, and we are going to activate their special, which will be important after level 30 to remove Blackbeard's barrier completely. Now we are ready to attack based on color advantage to super easily defeat the enemy. Team 1 versus the Int variation will be using 6+ V1 Yamato as captain with a friend captain boa Hancock, the new legend. Something important for this team, actually extremely important, is to have Odin's potential limit break ability for him to remove special limit up to a level that he can remove it for 2 or more turns. Without that, you can't beat the quest. In stage number 2, the Straw Hat crew will be MVP alongside Yamato. Yamato will completely remove the bind from our crew, and we also will activate the Straw Hats to remove defense up, get an attack boost, a color affinity boost, make the type slots matching, and also gain the ability to remove the perfect harder to hit debuff, so now we can super easily break the enemy's barrier by hitting 2 perfects and then defeating them, attacking based on matching slots, most likely ending our chain on Boa Hancock. In the final stage now, Despair sockets will activate, reducing Despair by 3 turns, and Oden, because of his limit break ability, will remove the special limiter Blackbeard applied, both of which are necessary. After that, it is important for us to remove the low chain lock Blackbeard applied, so we can bypass the chain debuff. So we are activating Pirate Rumble free-to-play NL here to do just that. Then we are going to activate Boa Hancock's special, and she will apply chain boundaries, and that will activate Blackbeard's interruption. He will remove all of our beneficial effects, which is absolutely fine. Her super class comes next, so we can completely remove the Despair and also increase our damage. Then we are going to activate Oden, who will give us a color affinity boost, and will also boost the upcoming ore boost we are going to get from Shanks. He is our next special activation for the full board of guaranteed matching slots, the very good ore boost and the base attack boost. And finally, we want to activate Yamato's special and super type to get a full board of Wano slots and increase our chain and damage by a lot. Her chain boosting alongside Boa's chain boundaries help us bypass the chain debuff as well to easily defeat Blackbeard. Team 2 versus the int variation is the extremely strong combination of 6-star Gear 5 Luffy and V2 Uta. Luffy is able to remove the bind in stage 2 completely, and Uta is able to completely remove Despair in the final stage completely. For both captains, it is important to focus on getting their super type and EX supers respectively. So for Luffy, we are going to use Sai free-to-play Sanji and Nami, but also Treasure Map Frankie, and for Uta we have Luffy and Bonk with Monster. First up in stage 2, activate Uta's special for the very good attack boost but also her unique effect. Then we want to activate Sanji twice. My Sanji is maximum level limit break plus with double special activation, which is necessary. You can remove the barrier, provide chain boundaries and adjacent matching slots. Then Nami, who is also maximum level limit break, but just that, nothing further, will provide a full board of matching slots and a conditional attack boost. After that, Frankie will completely remove defense up and he will increase Sanji's chain boundaries in duration, meaning we can have them active in the final stage, and he will also increase the boundaries themselves. Now, because of Uta's unique effect, in the final stage, we are going to get a very good attack boost and a very good conditional attack boost for delayed enemies. So what we want to do first is delay Blackbeard, of course, so we are going to activate Uta's super type to do just that. Then, since we only have 2 special activations, we are going to activate the EX super of Luffy first and then his special, so we have a very good ore boost, a color affinity boost, a full board of matching slots with increased damage output. And finally, we are going to activate Bonk and Monster for a very good chain boost to go alongside the chain boundaries and help us bypass the chain debuff. Then we attack to super easily defeat Blackbeard. The first team versus the Strength, Dex and Q variation will be using Kizuna Legend Ace and Sabo, entering on Sabo with a friend captain Boa Hancock. Important for this team, when you enter, Luffy needs to be limit broken to give you the full board of RCV slots. Take out the enemies as soon as possible and try to maintain Boa's matching RCV slot so you can use it as matching and have enough damage in stage 2 guaranteed. Now, for our limit break abilities, we want to remove increase damage taken in the final stage, and 2 of our units have the limit break ability to reduce it, Oden and Perona. So combined, you want them to remove at least 4 turns of increased damage taken for you to not have any problems with Blackbeard's damage after the first turn. In stage 2, just activate Luffy's special. He will deal with the defensive effects and provide us with a color affinity boost, meaning Boa and Oden can do very good damage, and since we have a guaranteed slot on Boa, which we maintained from stage 1, we can target Shiryu and the attacking chain on her and do enough damage to defeat him. Do not worry about the mobs, even if they attack you. After the first turn, they will retreat without you having the necessity to beat them. In the final stage now, because of Perona's and Oden's limit break abilities, increased damage taken is removed. Sabo, because of his captain ability, will completely remove Special Bind even after level 30. And Mr. 3 with Miss Golden Week, a support on Bonnie, will activate providing a damage reduction shield, which by the way I don't think is necessary, so if you don't have the support, just don't use it. The first thing we want to do is activate Boa. She will provide chain boundaries, delay Blackbeard, and with her super class, she will also increase our damage output. After that, we want to super swap Sabo to Ace. That will provide us with a full board of matching slots and a color affinity boost. Before activating their specials, activate Oden, who will give you an increased attack boost, and now activate Ace to get the increased ore boost, and not the normal one. Finally, we activate Perona to increase our chain boundaries. We apply negative to Blackbeard, which even if it doesn't happen, we're fine because the conditional attack boost will be enabled because of Boa's delay either way. We super easily do 50% of Blackbeard's HP bar. We reach the limit and then we go the next turn, easily survive the damage. And Bonnie was here for the support and to remove Slot Bind, but it's not necessary, as you can see, because Slot Bind doesn't apply because of Melo Melo. You can replace Bonnie with whatever you want. And this team is broken because we have all of our buffs active still to defeat Blackbeard. Team 2 versus the Strength Dex and Q variation will be using double Alber as our captain. And for our limit break abilities here, it is important to remove the increased damage taken in the final stage. You totally need 4 or more turns of removal, and the units that have the limit break ability here are Free to Play All-In, Treasure Map Legend Blackbeard, and versus Kaido. Versus Kaido and Kizuna 5+ Kid also have the Slot Bind resistance limit break ability, which if you have high enough, they will also resist Slot Bind in the final stage, which will result in you doing more damage, something not necessary to clear though, especially early on. In stage 2, we are going to activate All-In first, who will remove both the defensive effects, heal us, apply increased damage taken, and provide a chain lock. And to do more damage and have the full board of guaranteed Wano slots, we are going to activate one Alber super type and special. His chain boosting does not help here because we have All-In's chain lock, but the full board of Wano slots is super helpful to defeat Shiryu immediately in one turn. In the final stage now, the order of specials is extremely important because after we activate Kaido, we only have 2 special activations. The first thing we want to do, of course, is activate the remaining Alber special so we can completely free the rest of our units from Special Bind even after level 30. We will also get a chain boost. After that, we want to activate Blackbeard for chain boundaries. Any unit to increase your damage will do here instead of Blackbeard, just make certain you still can remove increased damage taken. Kaido will provide us with an attack boost and a very good ore boost after that, and also special limit us. So one of the 2 specials after Kaido should be Kid, because he can provide Threshold to help us super easily survive Blackbeard's damage after the first turn. We attack, super easily do 50% now, and wait for him to damage us and do all of his actions. As I said, Kaido and Kid have the ability to resist Slot Bind completely. We survive the damage, and our actions now with our one remaining special is to activate Alber to get a very good chain boost. We can also activate his super type to increase our chain with a multiplicative chain boost even further. And finally, Kaido's versus ability to apply increased damage taken through immunity to Blackbeard to easily do the rest of his 50% and defeat him for good, trying to hit as many perfects as possible. And these are all of my 6 diverse teams for the new Kizuna vs Blackbeard. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments down below and I will do my best to help out. If you enjoy these videos and find them helpful, definitely leave a like to support the channel, it helps a lot and I really do appreciate it. Subscribe for more One Piece Treasure Cruise content and as always, thank you so much for watching, take care and I'll see you in the next one.